What is going on, guys? This is the Poke Tea Time Podcast, where we serve you up a cup of the hottest takes on what's going on in the Pokemon community. You know, I'm Shivam, and this right here is the drippiest dude alive. It is Yizzy Pokemon, right here, just eating up some food. What's going on, man?
Nice. Nothing. Nice countdown. I like it. It's pretty nice.
So I was supposed to put a countdown, or was supposed to get one done, but yeah, I didn't. You know, things happen.
Yeah. Did you win your game?
My Fortnite game? No.
Yeah. Wasn't even worth it then. Jeez.
Bro, you're eating food on a podcast. What do you mean?
This is supposed to be a hangout, man. We're hanging out.
Yeah.
It's called the hangout. You know?
Moto Man said
that's what makes our podcast different. Everybody wants to be all official and stuff. I'm not official. I don't think. I will.
So Moto Man said that this is a lame title. So Moto Man said this is a lame title. So speaking of this lame title, are Pokemon cards the new Beanie Babies? So the reason why we wanted to have this discussion is simply because of the fact that I get bombarded with messages, and even during the hype, like during the euphoria of Pokemon cards, I had so many people that weren't really involved in the hobby calling Pokemon cards the next Beanie Babies, and at that time I was like, you're crazy for calling that for comparing the two. And in a way, a lot of the things that kind of happened during the crash of Beanie Babies are very similar to what has happened in Pokemon, right? Even during the rise of it. You know, one article I was reading, let me flip right back to it. There was literally people like fighting over it. Like there were actual like legit people fighting over it. Divorces were happening because of it, like even murder, which is like the craziest thing. But yeah, you have some Beanie Babies that were going for 6 figures, which is absolutely crazy. And you know, to us it's crazy, but when we talk about Pokemon, it just seems very, very normal to us. By the way, that food looks bomb right now.
It's pretty good. It's my go-to.
Why are you panting so heavily? Like you're like breathing really hard.
Because it's spicy and it's hot.
Oh, okay. You know what else is hot? This guy.
Pointing you, Chef.
No, so I just wanted to know like what your thoughts were. Like, do you think that Pokemon cards kind of fit that same boat alongside with Beanie Babies?
No,
I know you haven't
let
really...
people know.
Okay.
You answer the question.
Bro, it's a podcast. I'm asking you a question.
Huh?
What do you mean by huh? I'm not gonna let you eat there in peace. Like I need to know.
I'm gonna eat here in peace, man. It was great. I'm listening to a podcast. I'm a spectator today.
You're not a spectator. That's not how this works.
Look at my eyes.
Hey, let's talk about what we were talking about earlier on the phone about dating apps. So, like, what made you get back on dating apps? So, by the way, guys, Izzy's back on dating apps. Surprise, surprise.
What made me get back? Last time was my friend. He asked me to get on, and I saw him on, and I was like, I'm gonna get on. And then, I don't know, dude. I think it was like at the beginning of the year, I think.
Hannah Callahan says the food in the mouth, though. Ha ha ha. People are dying at you right now. Like, they're laughing because you're just not taking this seriously.
No, it's not. Let me think. I don't know. I really don't know.
What? Why are we disturbing you, Yizzy? Are we disturbing you?
Big facts. I'm trying to eat in peace, and you're asking me about my personal life.
We'll wait. We'll watch you.
No, yeah. So, I think it was okay. So I've been thinking a lot. No, this past week, I'm just like super chill, right? And I'm like, whatever, like YOLO Pokemon. I don't need anything. But then you start seeing stuff online. You see Shiv go on dates. You see all these like Don Diego having the time of her life. You know what I'm saying, Shiv? And then you see like other people like Rob and all your friends happy, and then you're like, I'm happy. And then you start thinking like, oh yeah, like dating someone fills a hole, right? You don't
Yeah, it
experience that
does.
emotion.
Yeah, it does. It does feel a hole.
You don't experience that. You don't experience that type of emotion with anybody else other than, the significant other.
Yeah.
And so I've been thinking, and I'm just like, okay, like that's something that's like foreign to me now because I haven't dated in like who God knows how long. And so
Almost a year. Almost a year.
yeah, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna download it and open it. And I downloaded it and I got matched up with a couple people, and I'm just like,
Wait, what did you download? Was it Tinder this time? Was it Bumble this time? Was it Hinge? Which one
I
was it?
never download Tinder because it's just like for hookups. And I'm not
Yeah.
trying to date people to like hook up, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Chef?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wanted to try it out. That feeling, that emotion hasn't been tapped into in a while, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, you know what? I miss actually caring for someone other than like myself.
So what you download? You haven't answered that yet. Did you download Hinge or did you download Bumble?
Oh, Hinge,
Oh,
Hinge.
okay,
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting. Like Hinge works out better for you than it does for me. I know Bumble for me works a little bit better.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm on that food. It does look like fire. Yeah, I'm basically here as a spectator today, guys. Like, I don't know what all this mess is about. Freaking Beanie Babies. Who cares about Beanie Babies? Moto Man said it last time. Isn't that the thumbnail Yizzy? What did you say, Moto Man? Isn't that the lame title Yizzy didn't want to do? Facts. And that's why I'm sitting here eating food.
It's not a lame
So you
title.
can
Okay, so the
go over
reason
there and play with your toys, Shiv. Play with your little Beanie Babies in that tent.
I don't have Beanie Babies, but the reason why I wanted to have this kind of conversation with you guys in the chat and Yizzy simply because of the fact I say simply because of the fact a lot. Yizzy was making fun of me for it earlier, but
Oh yeah.
the reason why is the reason
yes
why
and no.
The reason why is because obviously like every one of you that are in the chat, we know Pokemon. We've been involved with Pokemon for quite some time now. It kind of allows people who are not necessarily involved with Pokemon kind of make a connection to Pokemon, even though it's not a great, comparison, obviously. Like, Beanie Babies aren't Pokemon cards. Pokemon is
Okay.
the most successful media franchise in the world. It is
All
the
right.
highest grossing media franchise in the world.
All right.
And so, the reason... Why are you throwing in ad-libs right now?
Because I'm agreeing with you.
You're just doing it for the sake of not being quiet while you're stuffing your face.
I'm doing it for the sake of the people. I'm acting like the spectator.
Yizzy keeps eating the bowl of food and the bowl stays full. Confirm CGI. Yeah, it doesn't even look like you made a dent in your food, dude.
Oh, I'm making a dent. Bet that.
I don't think so, man. You're eating it like a pigeon. You're like, whoop, whoop, whoop.
No, I put spicy chili oil.
Spicy chili oil. Okay, okay.
Okay, you want to know why it doesn't look like I'm making a dent in the... It's me fun? Because it was compacted, right? And then when you like lift it up a little, it kind of gives it fluff. So as much as I it's like hair, right? You poke a hair. You know the Island Boys, how their hair is like stuck straight up? They prime it with a stick. This is Island Boys hair. So it always looks full. Boom.
Can someone clip that up? Can someone, like, I'm being dead ass. Can someone clip that up right now? That was the worst thing I've ever heard. I got dumber listening to that.
That's why it looks full.
Oh my god.
You know? It's like hair.
This is Yizzy's thing. Like, it's confirmed now every time we're on the podcast, Yizzy's doing something to like throw us off. Like, there was this one episode, I think it was like last week or the week before, where he had that giant ass mug, and now he's like holding like that bottle like he's a kid and drinking water out of it. Makes zero sense.
It's all that jujitsu training I'm doing, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you had that today?
Yeah, I'm doing twice a day.
Oh, twice a day. So you roll around with dudes 2 times a day now.
I did roll around with a chick.
And how many dudes?
Huh?
How many
It's usually
dudes compared to the one?
It's usually all guys, except sometimes you get matched up with women.
Has there ever been like a dude bigger than you rolling around with you?
No, you try to match up with people your size.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I'll roll with you any day, Chef.
Pause. Pause. Why?
Huh? Because
He's always rolling around with sweaty dudes. He's kind of hands on. It's okay though. It's okay though. We're all for
you
it.
don't gotta be sweaty.
We're all for it. When are we getting
You ain't gotta be
Kahuna
sweaty.
back on the podcast? Honestly, that's a really good question. To answer that, we're kind of lagging a little bit, but to answer that, whenever they feel like they want to come on, honestly, like our podcast is kind of open ended. With them, they know that if they want to come on the podcast, they're more than welcome to. I said it way back. I said it way back to them on the podcast. I got a phone call Thursday right after our podcast with Laura, saying like, look, man, like your silence is speaking a lot more than you actually saying something. And, you know, like I said before on the podcast, whenever you are silent about an issue or anything, it creates a void where it allows people to fill that void up with their own, opinions or thoughts. So we'll see. You know, we haven't really heard much from Michael, aka the Pokeju, and we haven't heard much from Jacob Karkahuna. But hopefully we do. But Motomon, I think you have a really good point. You would equate Beanie Babies to Funkos, but not Pokemon. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Do you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Because like I see Funkos being made all the time now. If Will, aka Dr. Applesauce, was here, he would try to fight us just for even stating that Beanie Babies are like Funkos. But honestly, it feels like Funkos are the same thing as Beanie Babies because they just mass produce it, and the rarity just seems manufactured and not really organic. If that makes any sense.
Well, except the difference is like Beanie Baby, Funkos are built off like something that's existing, right? A hobby or a fan base that exists compared to something like Beanie Babies, where you're just you're creating that tied to like this personal doll that has the same name beyond like 20 million copies. I'm Rhino I'm Horny the dinosaur. Oh, that didn't make sense. I was thinking a triceratops where it has a horn and you call him horn.
Oh yeah. See, I'm glad you're back on dating apps. What the heck? This guy, Yizzy's down bad, guys. Yizzy's so down bad right now.
I'm not down bad.
I don't know, man. You're the dude that's been rolling around with a bunch of dudes.
What do you think?
I can see what you're saying, but no. And the reason why is like yes, like Funkos do have Funko themselves have a bunch of licensing that's associated with it, but I don't really see the actual rarity behind it. Oh wait, are you asking what do I think about the whole horny comment?
No, I'm talking about like Funkos.
I'm laughing at what Fat Man said. He's like, yeah, choke on that, Yizzy.
Chill, Chef. Chill. Continue. Please. Just awesome topic you have for us today.
Dude, for those guys who do not know, all 27 of you guys that are in the podcast channel right now, in the chat right now, I literally came up with this topic dead ass 2 hours ago while I was playing Fortnite. I called Yizzy up earlier today. I was like, hey, yo, we need a topic to talk about. And he's like, I don't know. Talk about something. I'm like, great, Yizzy, you are some good help right now.
No, that's not what I said. I told you, let's talk about modern and let's talk about cards towards the modern side because that's what most people want. And you're like,
wait, what was that like?
Just like that.
No. Dude,
what was that like? I was like, all right, Shiv, well, what do you want to talk about? And he want to talk about toxicity in a Pokemon coming. I'm like, man, that's so overrated. Toxicity, positive what's it called? Positive
toxicity.
Toxicity. I'm like, bro, I don't want to
You're
talk
talking
about
about
junk
toxic
anymore.
positivity.
Yeah, toxic. I don't want to talk about all that junk anymore. It's like,
I don't.
you know
I
what I'm
mean, like
saying?
there was a reason as to why I wanted to talk about it. There was a reason. Like, but the only reason why you didn't want to talk about it is because it's not prevalent to you yet. Like, you're not seeing it often, and
It's not
until like it.
prevalent to me. Yeah, it's not prevalent to me in
That,
general.
but that doesn't mean the issue doesn't
No,
exist.
man.
I hate you, and you're frozen. Yizzy's frozen, guys. Well, damn. Oh, I'm lagging. I'm lagging
Okay, let's
hard.
talk Beanie Babies. Huh?
No, I was lagging. I'm lagging.
Oh yeah, you're lagging.
Oh, there we go. There we go. No, I've just been reading a lot more articles as to why Beanie Babies just kind of collapsed, and you know it's just more so because of the fact that there was a manufactured rarity aspect to it. And sure, I don't think Pokemon is exactly like Beanie Babies, but I do believe that like Pokemon cards today are kind of like Beanie Babies. There is this level of manufactured rarity that's associated with it. And I think at the end of the day, it's still being heavily produced. It's being overprinted,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just sort of why I wanted to make that connection. But
So what part is actually the connection? Because I see so much difference in it, like rarity. You know, you're not opening up a pack of Beanie Babies and hoping you get the one of one. You know.
that's true too. I think it just comes down to the difficulty being able to acquire it, like being able to buy, you know, a limited, you know, quote unquote, a limited produced item. It's like that would, I guess you could make that, you could equate Beanie Babies to, let's say, base set Unlimited, where
Mm-hmm.
Unlimited is essentially heavily overprinted, and you can just buy a base set Charizard, or you can find one literally almost anywhere. Yeah, sure, you still have to pull it, but the availability is always going to be there on the secondary market. So is that really rare? Motomon says Rattleshow the picture Carcahuna had it. The boxes looked fake, and the missing first edition box was this the picture he sent to Shiv? No, it was other pictures that he sent me. So one of the pictures was a open box of Wizards of the Coast fourth print. And then the other box was a shadowless box, as well. And that I think the picture that you're referring to, Motomon, is the one that he put up on a selling page. I forgot which Facebook selling page, but he tried to sell it on Facebook. I think that's what happened. I wish Pokemon cards would have a rare cards and set like 1 in 1,000 pack sort of rarity. Yeah, so kind of like segue from this discussion from Beanie Babies and that correlation to Pokemon, because I think we've kind of established now that Pokemon cards aren't necessarily Beanie Babies. I sort of did this for the clickable aspect of it for the regular person that isn't really who doesn't necessarily know Pokemon and why like I don't want like there's a lot of people out there that equate Pokemon to Beanie Babies, and so like I wanted to produce this video simply because of the fact that if they click on it, they're able to
Simply
learn a
because
little
of
bit
the
more.
fact.
Yeah, simply because of the fact. Stop copying me. Stop making fun of me. So segueing that into our topic, the one that you wanted to originally talk about, you were talking about modern cards. So like kind of talk a little bit more about that.
No, let's talk about. I'm wondering that actually something else intrigues me about the 1 in 100. Like, why don't they make serial cards in Pokemon?
I think Pokemon as a company, they're not necessarily interested in the secondary market. They're more so focused on um, the playability of the game and having, you know, the vast majority of the people out there being able to have Pokemon cards for that matter. And I think if you kind of create, you know, this quote unquote rarity in cards, and it kind of defeats that purpose. I don't know. I really don't know, because like that could be. Then why would Pokemon and the Pokemon Center put up, you know, items on there that are numbered? You know, like we saw the Daniel Arsham Pokemon collaboration where those were numbered. We saw the Pokemon 25th anniversary trains; those were numbered. We saw the Pokeballs for the 25th anniversary; those were also numbered as well. So it just kind of makes me wonder why has that not happened with cards?
You know, I think about when the first thing you think about serial, I think about Pokemon is reprints,
Mm-hmm.
and to have a reprint, means that you didn't put out all, like, let's say if they were to make serial numbers, that means all the cards that you have printed didn't have those serial number. Like all of them wasn't released, but that's not fair, right? Because let's say you print 10,000 boxes, you say there's 1 out of 100 in that print. But if you do a reprint like 5 years down the road, that means those serial numbers are missing out of the newest reprints. So I think that also complicates things when they do want to make reprints.
Yeah.
Right?
Christopher Winslow said that they care about the secondary market. Roaring Skies will just put back on the printers. Yes, in that extent, because it gives them a reason to. Well, it shows them how much in demand certain Pokemon products are. Right?
They would be unable to reprint.
Yeah. So like, let's say I had a booster box of Roaring Skies selling for $100, but I, as a company, I'm now seeing that my same product is selling for 3x more. Why am I letting the other person that's not even part of my company make 3x, on this product when I already have my margins on there, when I'm the person that's like, manufacturing the product itself. So like, I can totally see why that matters. I'm just talking about the aspect of the fact that they don't really care about them having an involvement in the secondary market, if that makes any sense. Like Pokemon as a company, TCPI has zero involvement in the secondary market of Pokemon, if that makes any sense.
So all these other companies have involvement in the secondary market?
What was that?
What makes a company involved or not involved in the secondary market?
That I don't know. Most companies don't. I don't think. Like I'm trying to look at Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't do it either. I don't think Magic does it. I'm just saying.
Yu-Gi-Oh also has first edition.
They do. I don't know. I would like to see Pokemon kind of follow Konami's footsteps and kind of do a first edition. Kind of because you're keeping both like you're keeping the collector base happy, you're keeping the TCG playing base happy as well.
And it's also like, do they need a first edition? Like the amount of demand that they have in Pokemon right now, like, do you necessarily need a first edition to drive sales? No, because like
I think so.
Well,
like you have people like Andy.
No, I'm saying a year ago. Like, what was the point
man.
of putting first edition when people were asking for it? Because there were never products on the shelves. I go to my Walmart right now, and I would say like 90% to like 80 to 90% of the inventory is gone before compared to what it used to look like in 2019. Like, it's still gone. Like,
oh, go ahead.
I say it's still gone compared to like 2019, and people are saying like it's stock shelves. It's not like you could go to a store and not get product. You can still get product, but it's limited now.
I look at it. So like personally speaking, when I go to the store, I guess like the last time I went to a store and bought Yu-Gi-Oh was Battles of Legend Armageddon, and that's when the first edition came out. And then I remember specifically going to my to Walmart to buy it, and I remember buying it, right? And then a couple of weeks later, all the first edition stuff was gone. The only thing that was left was Unlimited, and I literally did not touch the Unlimited. I left, right? So I'm basing my perspective and how I walked in. Like, I'm basing my consumer mannerisms on me walking to a retailer, expecting to buy a first edition product, and then seeing Unlimited and then walking out because I didn't want to deal with Unlimited. And so if Pokemon did the same, let's say right now, Pokemon did the same right now. They printed out a first edition, like let's say the first two waves, like let's say the first wave they printed out or put out was first edition, right? We all know what people will be going after. We all know that everyone will be going after first edition, right? But the moment they would start mass printing Unlimited, then I think the vast majority of people who resell, I don't think they would have gone into that store to pick up Unlimited. They would have gone to the store and got first edition as soon as possible. Like, they'd be camping out just for that. And the moment they saw Unlimited, they leave. But that's just me. I don't know if that would have happened or not.
Yeah. I look at Basic Trainer doing self-promotion, telling people about us. Thanks, Basic Trainer.
Appreciate it, Basic Trainer. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I feel like it does open up the doors for scalpers too. Like, if they were to reintroduce it at this time, be like, oh, scalpers would be like, oh, first edition. And I was like, first edition, they haven't done that since 2002. Yeah. Was that you trying to hold back a cough?
No.
Oh. So they haven't held back since 2022, and then all these products will be
You mean
gone from shelves.
2004? 2002. Yeah.
Yeah. She's trying to correct me here. Oh well, it doesn't matter.
I mean,
2002.
they've had the first edition stamp on Japanese a lot longer though. Which is another thing.
Yeah.
Why
But
did
the
they
Japanese
stop?
dates back a lot back. So like it came out in 1998.
Right, but there were still
compared to-
sets. There were still sets that still had the first edition stamp on it, even
Oh,
after
that's
first
true.
edition
Yeah,
English
like
stamp
yeah,
was gone.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so like that's something that kind of baffled me. Like why did North America stop first edition and then Japan still continue first edition?
Yeah. So I mean that could be a reason, but is that good for Pokemon though? Because they're there to drive sales. Maybe that we've been talking about it so much. Like what can Pokemon do to reignite like the community and all this stuff? Maybe first edition. I don't know.
I was myself and Andy Taplab, we talk about this quite extensively. What's the appeal behind MetaZoo versus Pokemon? And MetaZoo, you can't deny the fact that MetaZoo has gotten the appeal of a lot of collectors, right? It might not be this TCG playing game that people want to play, but it definitely has the attention of collectors. And the reason why is because MetaZoo gives, they essentially incentivize the fact that they want to they incentivize the act of opening up their product, whereas Pokemon doesn't. You have people who are constantly buying product and stonking it. Like people just keep it sealed for the possible hope that it's gonna be worth something. And I think that nowadays with modern, there's just a lot of product that were just overly produced, and I don't think we're gonna see any value coming in from those product anytime soon. I don't know. Like I think Pokemon needs to do something where it incentivizes people to actually open up the boxes. Like if you open up boxes, then at that point it's like, oh, you have less product floating around. That means the cards might go up in value, stuff like that.
Do you feel like back then when you got a secret rare, you're like, whoa, like this is a secret rare. Do you feel like it's less? What's that called? Like we're numb to secret rares because now secret rares are not as secret in these modern sets anymore.
You mean like what's the word? Like, do you think we're getting desensitized because of it? Yeah,
to like these secret rares in these modern boxes now? It's like the what's that in MetaZoo? What's that old scratch? Like that's a secret rare. People are like, whoa, like
yeah, and you can get that from like any
Pokemon,
kind of product.
there's like all these. But in Pokemon, there's all these rainbow rares that just like are secret rares, or like these cards, they're secret rares, and you're just like, golly, like how many secret rares you got in this mug?
I think Pokemon kind of needs to go back to smaller set sizes, for one.
Nah, there's no way.
This is why I say that.
The amount.
This is why I say that. I think Pokemon needs to go back to smaller set sizes, not back to what they were back in 1999 and 2000. I think they need to be within that 100 to maybe 175 range, not 200 plus.
Think about celebrations, man.
Hold on. And you have one secret rare, and then you increase the rate to where that secret rare is super difficult to pull, which one makes it feasible, economically feasible for the average collector to be able to complete an entire set for one, but it incentivizes people to actually open up product just to chase that one secret rare. That is super difficult to pull. So you're pleasing a large amount of people. Because like one thing that everyone can hate on celebrations, but the one thing that people can say is that they're able to complete a set and it didn't cost them a whole lot of money. While you're there smiling, looking at your phone because some chick is texting you.
No, I'm playing with this thing actually. It's my lens cover.
I'm gonna be honest. I think people obsess way too much over modern. A lot won't like this take, but if you're someone that enjoys true rarity, story, investment, it has to be vintage with Pokemon. So yeah, I guess we can go on to like compare, I guess, vintage and modern, right? Like there's always this constant debate and battle against vintage and modern.
The story of Shiv's life.
Oh, this constant battle between vintage and modern?
Yeah, this is the story of your life, man.
Yeah.
You're like the modern monster, which is actually kind of true. If you ever talk to Shiv off off camera. Every time I bring up modern, he's like, I don't want to talk about modern. Me. I'm like, Shiv, we got to talk about it's Pokemon. We talk about everything Pokemon. People care about modern. He's like, yeah, but it's modern and like
Okay, so
modern's
the reason why I
overrated,
say that is
and like
because
modern's stupid. Yep, I said it here. Shiv said it. Modern's stupid.
and the reason okay, so yes,
I
but
hate
no.
modern. Modern can go to, the down under place. That's what Shiv
I
told
don't
me.
think I've said that.
Told me. Clip that up. Send it to all the modern lovers.
No, but okay, so the reason why I say something similar to that, not exactly that. I sound like the way you sounded, it made me sound like a total dweeb. But no, the reason why I say that is because
what you're wearing.
we see so much of modern on social media.
Hi.
Yeah, we got the Akatsuki. We see so much modern on social media. Like we even see it, but we see it leaked weeks and months beforehand, and it's like you can't even get excited for it anymore because social media kind of just ruins it. And so for me, I don't really have a rhyme or reason to collect modern now because it's just so heavily prevalent, right? Like 5 or 6 years from now, when no one's even bothering to talk about that set, I think that's when I'll have true appreciation for that set. There are cards right now that I genuinely appreciate, but again, I see it so often on my feed, and I see every YouTuber talking about it or opening it, and it's the same stuff, just thrown at you as a consumer when it comes to content in many different ways. And at that point, it's just like, why am I even watching this, right? Like, I love watching Leonhard, I love watching Data, I love watching Super Duper Danny, but like after I watch their content, it's like I don't need to watch anyone else's content that's opening up the same set. Like it just makes no sense to me. We got Jake from Pokenomics here. What is going on, man? Hope all is well. Yeah. We gotta have him on the podcast at some point. I keep telling him.
Hey, Yizzy, Naruto scopes up. I mean, how did I know Rasengan? I gotta be a fan, right? You can't go up to someone and say Rasengan, they know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Pokenomics that Beanie Babies of the future Pokemon is dead. True. Oof. That's a good hot take. I like that.
You know what we didn't do? we didn't grab Beanie Babies to like start the podcast off. Like,
I don't have Beanie Babies.
I didn't either. Somebody asked me. A buddy of mine was like,
I know my mom used to have Beanie Babies.
Maybe.
I know my mom used to have Beanie Babies.
What did you say?
My mom used to have Beanie Babies.
Yeah, where did it go? I was trying to interrupt you, but it wasn't working.
Did you used to have Beanie? Did your parents or you or any of your siblings have Beanie Babies growing up?
A lot. At McDonald's, you go to the McDonald's and you get on the Happy Meal.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And like instead of just asking for it, I think we just kept getting like toys and toys and toys. And actually we did. We would exchange it. We'd go to McDonald's like, can we trade this in? Because we have like 10 of these. I was everybody's like gift. I was when I made an A in school. When I make a B, it means bad. A for average, so I get food,
Oh, I got hit if I got a B.
You did?
Yeah.
Interesting. What does C stand for?
C?
A for average, B for bad. What does C stand for?
You got kicked out? I don't know.
C is dead, and F means you're fudged.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
That's what it was in the Asian household.
Yeah, except that I tried to avoid getting C, so I don't. I didn't even want to think about what would happen to me if I got a C.
Did you get a lot of C's in school?
No.
In college?
Yes. High school, middle school, no. A straight A student throughout. Do
your parents know you made a C in college?
Yeah, they do.
Well, and how do they feel?
I guess like for them, I kind of made it a point where it's like, hey, I'm struggling in said major at that time because I switched my major twice. I went to college as a physics major, then switched over to biology, and then finally, got my prerequisites out of the way and did geology.
I feel like I'm touching a sensitive subject right now.
No, it's not. I like talking about it.
You disgrace my family. You disgraced my cow.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, if I made C's and dropped
Yizzy, you can't be stereotyping me, dog.
And dropped out of college, I feel like my parents would like. I wouldn't be alive, you know.
Yeah, but I think
That
my
doesn't make you successful or whatever, you know. Like
right. No, but
because
I
you
think the
passed
reason
by.
why
Hey, Elon Musk.
I think the reason why it kind of just worked out for me is because like my dad was he's been through like the entirety of college. Like he understood what was difficult and what wasn't difficult. He finished school as a mechanical engineer, but he doesn't do anything that involves mechanical engineering. He's an entrepreneur, and so like,
Mhm.
and that's what he loves. And so like for them, you know, even though there was this no Barksy, I'm not a geologist. I majored in geology, but I didn't finish
You
school. I
majored
dropped
in
out.
geology?
Yes, I just said that. That shit rocks. No, it's just you know, they understood that, you know, I wanted to do stuff that made me happy.
Yeah.
And so you know, when I came back home, no, during my 5th year of college, they had just acquired another business, and so I was like, look, I'm going to go ahead and take over this side of the business over here. So that's just what I did, and then I put a lot of my free time towards figuring out what I wanted to do in love, and so eventually I found Pokemon, and here I am, and Pokemon's doing really great.
Hey, Shiv.
Yes,
Personally speaking, I do not like elevators.
you don't like elevators.
Hmm.
Why?
So I've been taking steps to improve.
Man, get out of here, dude. Get out of here.
To get past it, you know?
Oh my god.
My dad joke of the week. Y'all like my dad jokes? That was pretty good, right?
It's bad,
Would
dude.
you give that joke out of 10?
Bro, I can see why you're single.
Guys,
Hey, it's okay
help
though.
out.
It's okay though. It's okay though. I'm
Getting
single too.
bullied by
I'm single too.
Shiv. Guys, help.
It's okay. Yizzy was bullying me earlier on the phone.
All right. Okay, back to Pokemon, because this is what we're here for, Shiv. Not to roast each other.
Pokenomics said I'm over collecting physical things. My future's in the metaverse. I don't know if you're being serious about that or not.
Ooh. Web 3.0.
Good old Web 3.0.
Interesting. I've been watching a lot of like videos about that and Bitcoin and like it's crashing and all this stuff. Why I sold everything and all this stuff, and I'm like, jeez, like people are seriously panicking. So, let's talk about modern, man. Something you don't like talking about.
I want you to lead that. I want you to lead that.
So, okay, so why don't you think modern is worth investing in? I feel like this is the question of like the year of 2021.
You know, I see a lot of channels on YouTube that, you know, always say like this is the modern card underneath an X amount to be investing in, and I think people who make those type of videos, I think they're kind of lying. Because they're not going to hold their value, right? I think the only thing that it's kind of like NFTs right now. The only reason why there's a huge demand in NFTs is purely out of hype. And so like that goes the same thing with certain cards. I think there's a lot of cards out there where the value is just still a lot higher than where they need to be. Is this like when I look at a modern card, right? Yeah, sure, it might be worth $100, but is it actually worth that much? You have to ask yourself that, right? Should it be worth that much? And so, like, in the long run, maybe we just, like, my thing right now is that, let's say a new set comes out. You have to wait an X amount of time to kind of make the right kind of judgment on it, on whether or not it is quote unquote investable. Like, I want to be able to see the pop reports on that card 5 years from now.
Yeah.
And if let's say that 90% of the cards that, you know, got sent in came back as PSA 10s, then maybe that wasn't something that you should have invested in.
Okay, so the ROI is not even there, like compared to everything else you could possibly invest in, right? So you don't see it as an investment, maybe?
There's just like, not talking about cards as a whole. Like, let's talk about everything that you could potentially invest in. There's just a lot better, safer options to invest in versus a modern card.
Okay, but how do you get to that point, right? So if we're just strictly speaking of Pokemon, and people are just like, oh, investment, return of investment, blah blah this, like I'm not making money off of this, or it has to come full circle in terms of nostalgia, right? In terms of like, oh, I remember opening this set. But if you're not even buying it, if you're not enjoying the set, how can you ever go back and tie into and say like, I remember when I pulled the all art Reshiram? You can't, because you never opened it. You never got to that point, and before you know it, it's gone.
So you're basically saying like, how can you be nostalgic over something that you haven't necessarily opened yet?
Right. So like, let's say something you skip. You stopped opening modern sets since Hidden Fates, correct?
Yes and no. Like
Okay, we'll just say somebody
Yizzy hates it when
who
I say yes and no.
yes
I
and
think
no.
I've
typically
opened up
speaking.
battle styles before.
Simply because of the fact yeah, but like with strictly for the vintage people who's like, modern, I don't touch modern, or like it's not investable, so why would I get into it? You know, it's worth my $500 is worth more buying into this than that. Shiv, are you looking at girls? Are you looking at women?
Messaging one.
Yeah. It's not a sweaty dude.
That's all you, dude.
That was pretty good. Shiv, get into the zone. Auto zone. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna start eating my food again and drinking my big water bottle.
Dude, you can't eat anymore. You're already chunky, dude.
See me at CollectiCon. Boxing match going down. Shiv. Poke tea time. Poke tea time boxing match. Who wants to be on the undercard? Basic trainer, you want to be on the undercard? Pokenomics Jake versus who is Pokenomics size?
I feel like he's pretty tall. I'm gonna go
Old
say he's
school
like 6 foot.
versus old school Pokemon. That's a good match right there. I would pay to watch that.
Maybe. No, but it just it's just too early to say for me. Like I like this is a speculative asset, and just like Beanie Babies were speculative assets, this is a speculative asset. So is cryptocurrency, so are NFTs. For me, I just had to like see something more cyclical when it comes to market behavior. Like I want to be able to see sales, ups, like rise and falls of prices. Like I want to be able to see that on a card. And when we see a card that's instantaneously released and you have people that are FOMOing over it because they find it investable, then that's where I have issues with. Like I would much rather I would much rather open up a pack for the sheer aspect of just enjoying it, just to enjoy it. The last time I opened up a box of Modern was Fusion Strike in Tampa with Sarah Natachani, and we just had a good time. We just opened it up at dinner, and it was just fun. We gave the cards away to kids the next day, and that was more rewarding for me. That's just what I think.
Dang. Holy crap. Dude, I like these matchups. Jake and Rusty. Dude, Rusty's a beast, man. I saw that video and I was like, man, Rusty can dunk? He's like doing all these different type
Dude's
of dunks.
tall. Dude's tall.
Yeah, he's going John. I think John can dunk too. Radar?
I think so too.
No, I remember watching a video he did. He's like, oh, like picking up the game again.
I think he tried to. Shiv, you should go on Jake's channel. I'd be honored to go on Jake's channel. We'd be honored to have Jake on our channel.
I don't care about agent set. I want to try Melanie. What do you think about those creature decks? The creature deck.
What do you mean?
You haven't heard about the creature deck?
No, explain.
It's this deck that Pokemon printed to give out to like all the artists, and it has
the
like,
illustrators. Yeah. The one that Slowpoke put up.
I don't know.
I think that is so cool. I think that thing is awesome.
Yeah, because on the backside it has like information, right?
Yeah, they only gave that to illustrators though.
Yeah, but do you think they'll mass produce that in the future?
No.
Dang, look that up. Rusty's scoring on me.
We gotta get Jake to go down to North Carolina, and we gotta see a 1-on-1. That'd be pretty cool. Basketball for charity.
Or if you come to a Collecticon.
Why Collecticon?
Aren't they working on TC? He's probably too busy to go. Even
Rusty, I don't know. I feel like we, Collecticon has, tried contacting Rusty as well as Rev and
yes,
and Pratt and Pokenomics. That's a good one. That's a fair matchup. Squeaks, I heard he was like very like little and small. So I don't know.
I feel like that'd be a
I
good
don't
matchup
know.
for you.
No, dude, I would kill Squeaks. I would absolutely murder.
Man, Yuzi,
Like
you were talking a lot of
Shiv,
smack, man.
I would murder you, Shiv. I would murder
In
you
what?
in the
In what?
huh?
In what?
Any type of physical combat.
Combat? I thought we were talking about
boxing.
sports.
We can do MMA. We can do wrestling. We can do anything.
I don't know, man. Screw it. You'd win. You'd win. I don't even want to fight. I just like going to the gym and lifting heavy things and putting it back where it was, and I call it a day.
Yeah.
I will say though, I'm getting cut right now. Yo, I am getting so cut right now. It's not even funny.
Yeah. Or we could just do sports. Yeah. We need to have a celebrity boxing, celebrity sports. Maybe what is the most common simplified sports we could do? Like boxing, clearly, because everybody loves boxing. Ooh, Card Kahuna versus Rattle. Oof. Y'all are just throwing out these names. I think earlier somebody said Card Kahuna and
Guru.
Guru. I was like, oof, gosh, yeah. Squeaks is more of an assistant coach. Squeak. Yeah, I don't know. He's like, yeah, Squeaks would like break it down into like layman's term and just like, this is how you need to beat the guy. You just need to do that and do that. Go for the hook.
He sounds
duck
like
under.
Me. He sounds like me.
All right.
That
1, 2,
like
3.
Break.
No,
that'd be pretty funny.
Tap Lab with Boss Kahuna. Squeaks versus who's PK? You know who PK is?
Mm-mm. I guess
who's
Pokenomics?
PK?
I don't know. I'm 5'11". I played point guard. Ooh.
Oh. So in contrary to what he looks like on his YouTube, he's actually a beast.
Well, we only see the head.
I would have never thought he was like a basketball player.
Man, you can't judge a book, man. Can't be judging a book,
I'm
man.
saying. That's my point. Don't judge a book by its cover. Look at Shiv. He lifts. You think he could beat up all people, but no. This dude is.
You say it. Say it.
No, I don't want to say it. No, I don't want to say it.
I'll deck you so hard in the chest.
Oh, you can do it. You'll beat me up, man.
Nah, Yizzy would kick my ass.
Nah, not even, dude.
100%,
I learned jujitsu for you, Shiv. You got a lot of hate. Let me tell you, I had 0 haters before this podcast, and now I have more haters than I can count my hands. Okay.
Oh,
so this is why I'm taking up jujitsu, because somebody's gonna end up decking you one day, and I'm gonna have to defend you.
No, if someone decks me, leave me alone. It's my
fault. I heard what you told me. What you would do if somebody jumped you, and that was like the most like saddest thing I've ever heard.
If someone jumped me, I don't want anyone to get involved, because at the end of the day, it's me versus that one person.
No, it's you versus like 10 people if somebody jumps you.
Oh, then at that point, they're a bunch of sissies. If it's multiple people jumping you, then they're a bunch of sissies.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If they're gonna jump you anyway, like why would they come alone? They're not gonna come alone. They're really gonna jump you. You think they have integrity? No, they're jumping you to begin with.
It just means that if they don't come alone, that means that they were worried and concerned about me to begin with, so they had to bring multiple people.
No, they just want to cause more harm to you than normal.
Then why not? Why not just have one person? Andy Lee says investing in modern personally is very enjoyable. I akin it to investing in the stock market and cryptos long before the value rises. I prefer the one selling into market strength. Okay, I mean that kind of makes sense. Like basically buying into something, like being a first quote unquote market mover into buying something before the value actually catches on. It makes sense in a way. I can see that. It just feels like there is so many cards out there where that's not the case, right? Like, don't get me wrong, there's probably a few there's definitely modern cards that are out there that I feel like are investable. I don't know any at the top of my head, but I'm sure they're out there. So when someone comes from behind you and chokes you out, you want us to leave you on the floor? Hey, I mean, if they come behind me and they choke me out, I might enjoy it.
Oh my gosh, Shiv. No, yeah, Shiv said he's gonna like. I remember it was like a while back. He's like, I'm a fight or flight, and I'm a fight or something like that, and I'm just gonna start swinging and like whatever comes my way. Like I'm gonna take a punch to give a punch. I forgot what you said. I'm like, yeah.
I don't
Shiv's
think
gonna
I've
get
ever
knocked out.
said that. I said that
No,
if I get into a
you told me
fight,
yourself.
I said that if I ever get into a fight, as long as I get a good lick in, then I'm okay.
Yeah, like you would go all in, and if you take a lick to give a lick, and then I'm like, yeah, you get knocked out. You getting choked out, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, wow. Jake is confident in this basketball skills. I see. Okay.
We gotta make it
definitely
happen. You know, when all this
Yeah.
stuff clears out, it would be really cool to kind of like have like a charity kind of thing where like you have like a bunch of content creators get together and do like a 3-on-3 kind of thing for charity. That'd be pretty cool.
Izzy, give your Pokemon card of the week a low key about to buy, like your island cards.
Ooh, we that's something we haven't done in a long time. Sleeper of the week.
You know what I think the sleeper of the week is? Is it about that time? Well, how long have we been on?
I don't know.
15 minutes. Okay, this is a good time for sleeper of the week, and we'll maybe end the podcast soon because we usually typically go on for about an hour. No, I don't know karate.
But he does
So,
know jujitsu.
Have
Well,
you
he's learned it.
looked at Sword and Shield base set booster box?
No.
Guess how much it is? Sword and Shield.
175.
It's like 200 and something.
Really?
Yeah. And then Sun and Moon base, it's like 340. That's crazy in my head. What do you mean, huh? I'm like, golly, 340. So it leads me to the belief as we advance and as new sets come out in Sword and Shield, and as we get into a newer era, I'm honestly looking at X and Y booster boxes at this point. Because I still think they're in the $600 price range, which is nothing compared to like when you start looking at Diamond and Pearl and Black and White. So it's soon going to get to that time where they're just slowly going to like double in value. Well, I don't know how much, maybe not double, but you know, it's not creeps up at this point. It's not like $120 to $200 or like, you know, it's going to go from like 600 and all of a sudden it's going to be like 1,000 or 800, right? It's going to increase in certain increments. Multiple increments.
Sorry, I got a text message from FedEx, and apparently I have something coming in
Chill,
from Texas.
come on, focus here.
Sorry, it was something coming in from Texas, and I don't know what it is. I miss Sleeper of the Week. He doesn't know karate, but he knows crazy. Even if it doesn't go up 3x, it doesn't matter.
That's exactly what Shiv's explanation to me. He's like, I just blank out, go crazy, and if I get hit, I get hit. I'm gonna go out like a man, and I'm going to hit somebody back. I'm like, bro, that's not how it works. You're just gonna die. That's why
I like that
decided
Andy
to
Lee.
learn jiu-jitsu.
I like that Andy Lee. So like you're buying things, you know, for the aspect like that's what we're trying to get at. Like if you buy a collectible, then buy it for that reason, and if it goes up in value, then that's just a cherry on top. But don't buy, I mean, if you do buy something for the sheer purpose of an investment, cool, that's fine. But like if it goes down and you're purely investing, then you're just there holding a bag. Whereas if, let's say I buy a collectible and it goes down 50%, then the fact that I still bought it as a collectible, like just something that you purely enjoy, then the value just doesn't necessarily matter.
Yeah. Facts.
You had no idea what I just said, did you?
Nope.
It's
worth more than $120 me person because of that. Wait, what was he talking about?
Just.
Okay, moving on.
You're not P. Hey, have you figured out what P is yet?
Yeah.
What?
Don't worry about it.
No, tell us.
I think Gardo said it in the message, something like that. Somebody said it when you tagged me. He's like, P means this, Yizzy. I was like, oh, okay.
No, what is it? What is it, Yizzy?
P means playa.
No.
Yeah, it does.
No, it's not.
P means, hold on, let me look it up.
This guy doesn't know what push a P is.
It does. It's player.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. That's what Yeffy said.
No, it's not.
That's what somebody said. P means playa.
No.
Then what is it?
If I have to explain it to you, then that ain't P, Yizzy.
But you can't, if I'm telling you something and you're like, no, I'm like, then tell me what it is. And you can't even say it. How do I know I'm not right?
Kid Mori's in the chat. He'll agree with me. It's like if I have to explain it, then that ain't P, Yizzy.
It means playa.
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm. It means
No.
playa. Yeah, if you wouldn't lie to me.
Okay, Yizzy.
That's what he said.
No, okay. Whatever floats your boat.
Okay. Oh, and collecting modern sealed is actually the cheapest way to collect. When I open packs, I lose 50% off the rip.
Mhm.
Anyone who is strictly in it for the future money is in it for the wrong reasons, in my opinion. What if it's a mixture, Andy? What if it's a mixture of things? What if it's one of those things where like you enjoy the hobby, but at the same time you enjoy your assets appreciating,
I don't
and you know
think
that it will.
so. I think being able to make money in this space for some reason just kind of has this negative stigma, and I don't know why. Right? Like let's say I'm purely seeing an opportunity. Like let's say I just like the community aspect, but let's say I don't understand what I'm buying, right? Let's say I love the people that are involved in this space, but I don't understand anything that I'm buying. I'm buying it purely out of an investment, right? Is that wrong? Like me as an individual buying into something for the purpose of being able to resell it a lot later for a lot for potentially a lot more money, is that wrong? Why does that have a negative stigma to it? I'm just trying to still like understand that, right? Like I know like scalping has a negative like obviously it has that negative stigma to it for all the reasons. But like why is it so bad to make money off of something? That's just something that I've always wanted to, kind of figure out. Cuz like you and I, we go to these different conventions, right? We see commerce happening all the time. So when we see commerce happen and you're seeing community members just get together and hang out, I don't see anything negative about that. I really don't. I don't see anything negative about that. Like that to me is like whenever I go to these different conventions, to me that is the essence of what the community is when it comes to collecting, buying, and selling. What did I say?
I agree.
No.
Going to these conventions is the essence of buying and collecting and selling.
Yeah, like I really just believe that a lot of the people that are just purely saying that making money off of Pokemon is just bad. I just don't think it's such a narrow focus to have. It's just having a limited scope. And I think that's just being ignorant.
I agree.
And like I dare like I and to those people that automatically believe that making money in Pokemon or seeing like even like to people that think that like I see comments often at times on Twitter or on Instagram or on TikTok where people say like Pokemon card, like people who see Pokemon cards as stocks or dollar signs, that's an issue. I don't think that's an issue. Because let's say it goes down in value, that's on them. I don't think it's I don't think it's a good thing to kind of impose like your beliefs on whether or not something is or isn't okay when it comes to making money. Like I think as long as they're being considerate, I think as long as they're not breaking any laws or anything, I think that's fine. I don't know, like I dare those types of people to like actually come out to a convention like a COLLECTICON or like a COLLECTICON and just kind of see what kind of takes place.
Expo?
Yeah, or TCG Con that's happening this week, or like just like go out to these events and really like soak it all up. Pay attention to what's actually happening. Like there's like yeah, sure, you'll see vendors making money, but yeah, it's just a beautiful thing to actually honestly see. Like I see people who like go up to different vendors and trade up. That's awesome. Like I just helped a guy from Jersey literally trade his way up to getting a PSA 9 first edition Shadowless Charizard card, and he literally started in this hobby like a year ago, which I thought was really cool.
Dang.
Yeah. And it's just it's an awesome thing, like for me it's like people don't really see that kind of thing. People don't really see that side of the hobby, and you know, I would like to see more people to see that, and if they don't really see it, then I feel like you and I should definitely showcase that more often.
I do showcase it. It's on my
I know,
vlog.
I know. I'm just saying, like, we do it already, but we should do it at scale. What do you guys think about collecting collectible toys like Shiv? I don't know how bro can get those so cheap. Also, honestly, I love it. I love collecting vintage toys. For me, it's just you know, if the value goes up, awesome. I just saw an opportunity where, you know, you're just not really gonna see that often. It's just like any other Pokemon collectible. Like for me, when I grew up in the '90s, I didn't really think. I didn't only just collect cards. I collected toys. I collected other collectibles. You know, I even ate, you know, the Pokemon cereal. I even had the Pokemon. I even ate the Pokemon macaroni. Those are like all things that kind of shaped my childhood. So like me as an adult, when I first, you know, when I was lurking in the community in 2018, I watched Nate very heavy, and you know, back before, like, this is in his old studio, and you could see all the different vintage Pokemon food and stuff like that. And like Nate has kind of shaped the way that I collect, and he knows this. But yeah, it's just, I was like, man, I want to get back to I want to do that. It's like when I came into this space, I just started buying, you know, that kind of stuff, and I just had so much joy in doing that. Like that's why you don't really see me selling any of the stuff behind me. Like you'll see me sell cards any day, all day, but you won't ever catch me selling a lot of this stuff unless I have a really, really good price for it.
Yeah, I will say some of the things that I bought because of you, you like influenced me to like buy it, like the Digimon toys or whatever. Like that type of feeling is different than like buying Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Like when I see the toy itself, you're like, oh my gosh, this is what I played with. Like I have both versions of the Pokédex, the original sealed Pokédex.
Yeah,
Which,
yeah.
she was like, I'll have this one. He's like, but did you not? You only have that one. And then I was like, you mean this one as well? He's like, oh shit, you have both of them.
Yeah, but you didn't know that until I told you that was different prints. That's
No, I had 6 of them. Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, the font is different on this one. You're like, oh snap. Yeah, people don't know that's a lot more rare than the other.
Yeah, and that goes to a conversation you and I were having earlier. You know, you've been doing a lot of sales, and I asked Yizzy earlier today. I was like, hey Yizzy, like, when was the last time you bought something for yourself and purely for yourself, not for like the sake of like eventually reselling, just for something that you actually enjoy? And you were like, oh,
I have an answer for that.
Yeah, and you know, you have your toys back there, you have all the different stuff that you have right there, and I think that's the kind of approach I think most people should have.
No, I was gonna say, because you're right. I haven't bought cards for myself in a long time, like strictly for myself. But what I did buy is like a Pokemon business. I want to say. Because your boy is a distributor now. You know what I'm saying? No, for real. On a true on a true grand scheme, you know, other than like trolling, like promoting my own TCG online business called Premier Trading. I did. I sold my cards to invest in the company that I want to like grow, because I do love the hobby. So I've been using my money, not necessarily buying cards for my personal collection, but buying a Pokemon business.
That's pretty awesome, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like I look at a lot of the stuff where it's like again, there's nothing wrong with being able to make money in this space. I think, you know, I don't know why that became such a negative thing. I don't know why being able to like make money off of the act of selling whatever possession that you might like that you own is so negative. Like you don't ever see that in any other space, right? Like if I have any other collectible out there, no one's going to get upset at me for selling it, right? Like, I think it's only, you know, with a rise in popularity in Pokemon today is why that happens. For investing, if you work for Pokemon, is that insider trading? I don't think so. Because if you work for Pokemon...
Gosh, there's so much chat. I didn't even realize. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I didn't know so many people were
slacking.
Chatting it up in the chat. I'm missing a lot.
The money is definitely a reason why most of us collect. I know you can say it's all about the collecting, but just think about it. Without
no. Pokemon packs equals scratch tickets for adults. Facts. Or for children, right? Not necessarily for adults. For children.
John Chan,
dirty in what way?
We're lagging a little bit.
I think it plays a part of it. You know, like If you're opening packs and not opening it and thinking about the value, I think you're lying. Because let's think about the oldest video Leonhardt and everybody opened up, right? There's always like he pulls the card and goes ding. This is the value. It's because we care about the intrinsic value of the card itself. Like to say like, yeah, you may it may be subsidiary to like what really why you actually like the card, but there's a value tied to it when you open cards. You say, how much is this worth, or how rare is it?
Pokenomics made a good point. I don't think the vast majority of people resent those who make money. It's how you make money that people have problems with. Absolutely, I agree with that. John Chan, I also agree as well. You know, there's a lot of reasons why us collect. I just don't think. I think I think it comes down to ethics, and I'm pretty sure Pokenomics has kind of talked about that a little bit more on, actually a lot more on his channel when it comes to you know, the ethics and how you go about making money in this space. And you know, if you need to, definitely go check out his channel for doing if you need to. We'll actually just go ahead and check it out.
That was like the story of 2021.
Yeah, yeah. I think he did. I think he covered like all facets of being able to make money ethically, in this space. Like if you're scamming people, obviously that's not ethical. If you're scalping, that's not ethical either. It goes down to a lot of different stuff, and I feel like Jacob has definitely, Jake from Pokenomics has definitely broken it down on there. Yeah. Oh, you know when a reprint is coming if you work at Pokemon. Oh, okay, okay. Is that insider trading? Maybe.
So
Yes
would you
and
say?
no.
So is it unethical on your side? Since you said it, is it unethical on your side if you know, let's say this booster box is 150, you paid let's say $100 and it retails at 140, blah blah whatever, right?
Mhm.
And you know the guy wants it, and you have like an upcharge on it because you know there's a demand for it. So does that make it and he knows the value of how much you got it for, but he's still willing to pay for that, and it's above market value. Does that make it unethical at that point?
I don't think so, because if you own a product, then that's on you to set the price on it. Like, it doesn't even matter if it's the only one out in the world. Like, I could pull up this toy and say, hey, it's worth like I want to sell this for $500. It comes down to the person that's actually buying it. Like, let's say there's another one out there, but for
He said the
$100.
last one was 100, dude. Why are you charging me $500 on eBay? It says it was 100 was the last sold.
Well, that's them. Like, there's a lot of people out there that own
Why you
certain products.
for 500?
Well, hold on. Let me get to it. Just not in the rush to make money either. Like, let's say I put up a product on there. Let's say I put up a booster box that's worth $100 for $500 on eBay. My easiest response could be, "Hey, you can buy it or not. Like, I don't care. I'm not in any rush to actually sell this. I could potentially have this up for, you know, a future market. Let's say all of a sudden the market booms up.
I turn it back on.
Reconnection successful. Okay, there we go. We should be Gucci.
Wow, Shiv.
I don't know what's going on, man. OBS whack.
No, that's you.
Don't
blame.
Making money by waiting at Walmart all day to catch the Poke refilled on the list in the marketplace the same day. I had resentment towards that. 100%, I agree with that too. Value is important. I might have to buy it if I don't pull it if the price of the card is lower than the box. Sure. Yo, I don't even know what's going on, man. I think it's just because we had too many sexy people in the chat. That's why the OBS can't handle it.
Oh my gosh, big slipping tonight.
Yeah, we just had too many sexy people in here. That's why it's slipping.
All right, Shiv. Any more last thoughts on today's topic and Beanie Babies?
I think that, again, you know, some people might say it's a terrible topic to have or a terrible title when it's not. I think there's a lot of ignorant people out there that equate Beanie Babies to Pokemon. I don't think it's the same. And so that's just kind of why I wanted to have this subject. Better, like, let's be, like, it's good to be different. Like, I want to have different conversations than what everyone else has, because I feel like everyone else kind of
top 5 cars to invest in.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Like, it just seems cheesy and it just seems lazy.
No, it's genius, man. That's how you get the views. No, it's not.
It's just lazy. I don't care what gets you views. It's just lazy. Hey, you can cut corners all day, but I'm not going to be that person.
All right, next video. 5 in 2022. Stay tuned for Yizzy's Pokemon channel and watch me buy them all.
Yeah, so Yizzy, how's your dating life going?
What? Dang, we're on a banter. Do we have to talk about it? It's going great, man. I matched up with a couple people. Probably won't go anywhere, to be honest. Never goes
lying.
anywhere.
He's lying.
No, I'm serious. It won't go anywhere.
Yizzy, what is think of teacup pre-order from Japan?
My name's Yizzy, man. Stop calling me Izzy, okay? There's a
Shut up,
Y in
Izzy.
front of it.
Shut up, Izzy.
Yo, but Izzy Israel Adesanya, Izzy? That's my favorite UFC fighter. His name's Izzy.
I hate you.
Where
are we fools from?
Where are you
I'm
fools
from.
Yizzy live buying cards. Interesting. What? I'm so lost.
Yizzy live buying
California.
cards.
Huh?
Yizzy live buying cards.
Lied buying cards? Wait, huh?
Live. No, Yizzy's from Bama. I'm from Virginia. I'm a Virginia boy.
Yeah.
Down in the
Yeah, we're-
sticks.
East Coast. And I'm in the South. You heard what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's in the central.
I like to ride 4-wheelers and tip over cows and
Marry
get
your
on
sister.
my got those yee trucks down here in
And
Alabama.
marrying your sister.
We love our sisters, our brothers, our mom, and our dads. We come and we like riding horses. I'ma take my horse to the Old Town Road.
No, you
I'm
can't
gonna
sing that.
ride.
You can't sing that.
She's gonna take that horse to the Old Town Road, and he is going to ride all the way to Virginia. Gamble. Oh, yep.
Izzy,
You can't sing. It does. Will it really flag me if I sing it?
I think so.
Really? I'm that
I'm
good,
pretty
huh?
Sure. No,
I'm pretty
it's just,
good.
I'm pretty sure you get flagged.
Dang, she said I was good. They would
No,
flag me. They would
You're
catch
not good.
on.
You're
I'm
not good,
that
dude.
good.
Just
I'm
stop.
that good, bruh.
Andy
I'm
has a
that
date
good,
Thursday.
bruh.
Wait. Andy, is it the chick with the armpit hair?
Oh my gosh, the chick with the armpit hair. What? You know, you gotta keep it warm sometimes. You know, you can't always just go for like the womanly of the women's. You know, sometimes you gotta get a little grease in there. You know?
Explain.
Huh?
Explain.
You know, sometimes you need a girl that can defend you. You know, especially someone that is unable to defend themselves. Shiv.
What you mean by that?
You need yourself a gnarly woman that can put you in chokeholds and like snatch your neck up and just. There's a few in my class. I can hook you up.
I do that. I do that.
That made no sense.
know-
Receipts or it didn't happen. Ooh, with the hoods. I mean, everybody thinks I'm from Cali. I'm not. There's Asians actually in Alabama, believe it or not. I'm like 1 of 10.
King just said, "Well, I just got here in time to leave, huh?" Nah,
Yep.
man, King,
We gotta hop on a call with you, King.
Yeah, we gotta
King
hop on a
is
call
our
with you.
new techie person.
He's our technical guy.
Yep. So shout out
So
to
you're
King,
saying Dom Mommy? No.
Did you give him the wrench or did I give him the wrench?
I did.
I think he did. Yeah, I don't remember giving him the wrench.
Barksy the Shiv. Barksy, I would. But I literally have Orlando for the Collecticon, and I have to save up money for the flight because I'm a broke boy.
Yo, shout out to Barksy too. He's doing our logo design and website for our new TCG.
Oh, Premiere. Oh yeah.
Premiere, yeah. Premiere Trading. Shout out to Premiere Trading. Will be the biggest Pokemon mafia out there. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Selling
every
all
time you
the
say
Pokemon stuff.
Premiere, it just kind of reminds me of Step Brothers for the Prestige Worldwide. Oh, actually, never mind. You never watched Step Brothers. Just
Huh?
you should hate yourself.
If
Have
y'all
you
want
not
to
watched
get
Step
in
Brothers?
on a new company and be connected with the founders of the community. You know what I'm saying? Yizzy Pokemon, okay. Polish Rob not in the chat, but okay. You know what I'm saying? All y'all watching this, CEO right here. Get in on the
That's a good
bandwagon
question.
before it's too late.
Expectations for Leonhardt's pop-up shop. So I thought, looking back on I actually looked at my ticket like a couple of days ago, and I thought I was gonna be able to open up a pack, but I just have like the Pearl VIP package where it's like the general admissions kind of. So I won't be able to get a pack.
Dang, yeah, you need to buy like the second tier to actually get a vintage pack.
Yeah, but I am bringing in this Unbroken Bonds pack and this Dragon Ball Super pack that Lootbox has sent me, and I will be opening it with a kid and then giving the kid the card since I wasn't able to actually have a vintage pack. But I think it's gonna be awesome. There's a lot of big people that are coming. Veronica Taylor's gonna be there, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, the voice of Ash
Danny's gonna be there. I will be there.
Dang.
Alex Hodges will be there.
Yay.
Bugcatcher Cards is gonna be there. Who else? Nostalgic Thrill will be there. Poke Trainer Jess is gonna be there. Claire's Lair is gonna be there.
Let's go, Claire. I know Claire.
There's just a lot of people that are coming apparently that I just found out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of FOMO, man.
I think RoboSkills is gonna be there too. Apparently, RoboSkills is born a day before me.
Oh.
Shit. Did you get an email yesterday?
He doesn't know what Prestige Worldwide is.
Basic Trainer, no, but I have been getting emails from Lee himself, like a couple of weeks ago.
Vanilla Ice be there?
At the pop-up shop or Collecticon? I would assume
the
Collecticon, because...
he said pop-up shop right there. He just said it.
How big are your collections, guys? Value-wise, ballpark. Just curious about people's collections. What would you say yours is at, Yizzy?
Hey, that's personal, man. This is all personal. I just
mine's
met
a
you,
good
bro.
old $7.
Mine's a little more than that shit. Mine's about $7.01. A little bit bigger than yours.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Are you impressed?
Yeah,
Are you not impressed?
VIP Pearl.
$3.50.
Basic Trainer. I'll send you a screenshot of my ticket. I don't know. I'm confused by it still. Ballpark. Yeah, $7. I don't even know anymore.
701.
Yeah, I don't know why
Tell
Vanilla Ice would be at the pop-up shop.
Andy. Hey, we got two Andys in a chat. Tap Lab and Andy Lee. Andys.
No, actually, I really don't know what the prices of my cards these days are. I haven't really focused on the value of it. I just know that I'm a lot higher than what I bought all my stuff for.
Yeah. Priceless.
Maybe not my Digimon cards. I don't know. I don't know where the Digimon cards are at. Y'all are having fun with conventions while we have a curfew until last week. Restaurants are closed and you need a vaccine passport to go to Walmart. Are you in Canada? It's kind of crazy.
Curfew? You got a curfew?
Dude, Canada's strict. My net
No,
worth
Tap
is
Lab. Tap Lab puts $1 in. I wonder what Tap Lab or Andy's thoughts are about crypto now and with all this talk.
Oh, dude's chilling. Andy's bro. This is why you need to start playing Fortnite. Me and Andy play all the time.
It hit 33 today or yesterday.
Bro, I used to be rich. Now I'm broke.
Oh, Rusty's gonna be there.
Oh, Rusty's gonna be there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's gonna be pretty awesome.
Now I'm gonna have big FOMO. Rusty seems like a cool guy.
I think Rusty lives like 2.5 hours away from me.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. He lives in North Carolina.
That's
I live like on the border. And like North Carolina's an easy drive.
Rusty is the GOAT, man. I don't understand how he has all that money though for Pokemon.
He said he used to
like
be
I feel like every other I feel like every other day he's like purchasing like 5-figure collections.
It's just time in the hobby, man. It's just like there are people like I know we talk about this a lot, and I forget who it is. It might have been it's SM Pratt. SM Pratt says it. Time in the there's a difference between timing the hobby versus time in the hobby, and SM Pratt is right. Like but there's a difference. So like a lot of us are having conversations about when is the next big thing, right? We are always trying to time the hobby versus the people that have been in this space for a long time. They have time in the hobby. So they have experience and they know how to capitalize on Pokemon even when Pokemon is on this, dip. They can capitalize on Pokemon in all, like, in any portion of this. It's time in the market. And so SM Pratt's always right about that. That's something that, like, you kind of figure your groove when it comes to all this, especially if you're, if you've been around for a while. And some people get the hang of it really fast. Like, I know Ken Lee figured it out really, really fast.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't doubt that. Like, clearly it's proven he's able to make these transactions. Like, he's getting that money somewhere, and clearly he's making a lot of sales. It's just like, thinking about it, I guess, like, on YouTube. You know who has a good breakdown of, like, how YouTube works? Old School Pokemon. He did a breakdown of his 2021 yearly sales. Did you watch that video? It was pretty nice.
It's an old Wall Street phase? Okay. I didn't know that was the origin.
What?
Jake said that the timing the market versus timing the market is an old Wall Street phrase.
Looky there. There we go.
Learn something.
Yeah.
Got a new wrinkle in the brain.
Holding a house and renting out, zero work, and paying taxes. Okay, so Lee, you're into real estate?
Yeah. Old School is going to be in Orlando, so I think it'd be pretty cool to hang out with the guy again, and hopefully Gem Mint's there.
Yo, y'all want to hear a funny story with Old School? And it's probably terrible telling this story, but I'm going to tell it anyway. So we were in Vegas. It was, were you there?
I was in Vegas.
You just know the story. Okay, so it was Gem Mint, Bo Dangers, Old School. Who else was there? Oh, Professor O'Calley, me, and then I forgot. There's probably like one or two more people.
Is this late at night? Because I think I went to bed.
Yeah. Dan was there. Okay, and then like just huge OGs in there, and we're just sitting there, and then this drunk girl comes up to us. Okay, we're sitting at Vegas. Yeah, we're sitting here in Vegas, at the pizza place. What hotel? What's that popular hotel we were at?
We were at the MGM.
Yes, MGM. So we were there. We're at the pizza place, and there's this drunk girl. Right, we're all sitting. We got our pizza.
Yeah, I know the story.
Yeah. She sits by us, and she's like, oh, and like clearly she's like out of her mind. And then like for a second she like pops in, and like she's just like talking normal. She's like, oh yeah, like I'm looking for my friends. Like, is anybody sitting here? We're like, no, you can sit there and you can find your friends or whatever. And so all of a sudden she's like speaking gibberish again, right? And we see this guy in the back. He's just like trying to hit on her. Like he comes up to her and he's like tapping her. Like, oh, do you want to come with me and stuff like that? And she's like, no. And then I look at Bonnie, and I look at him like, dude, that guy's like trying to take her away. Like, that's pretty crazy. And so another group of people, like it's a group of girls, sits across like to the right of us, which is where the girl is sitting too. And she's sitting there and talking. Mind you, I'm sitting here, right? Old School is right in front of me, and the drunk girl is sitting right beside him. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hear her fall out of her seat, and you hear a boom, like a big slam, right? And then everybody's like, oh my gosh, like she looked like literally she just cracked her face because it was loud. She just went thump, and everybody's like, oh! And then everybody's like picking her up. I think mainly the girls. The guys, we just kind of looked at her, which we probably should have like grabbed her, but like her titties are hanging out, and just like everything was like crazy. And so I'm like, I'm not gonna like. So the girl wins because I was like, should I help her? And then somebody did. So it was like split second, And so out of nowhere, they pick her up a little, and you hear Old School say, I pushed her over. And we're like, why would you say that, dude? Like, she literally is like drunk, just smashed her face. She wasn't like bleeding her, but like, everybody was like, it was like a big commotion. And then you just hear him slowly like whisper that to us. I pushed her over. Clearly he was joking, but I was just like, bro.
Eddie Tepix, we do talk to some YouTubers. Obviously Rhymestyle is someone that I talk to on a regular basis, but yeah, funny story.
Yeah. Super Duper. No, it wasn't Super Duper Danny that was there. No, she was not there.
She
But just the fact that he said that right after everybody was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, is she like she was like on the ground, like passed out. Like I'm talking about, like when she hit the ground, nothing. You're over there, you know, having dinner with some other people.
Oh yeah, it was. It was Poketrainer Jess.
Someone you used your pickup line on.
Yeah, Poketrainer Jess, Poke-san,
Yeah.
and
That
Ryan
is-
Honda.
How did that?
How'd it go?
Yup.
Didn't go anywhere.
Emotional damage. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't go anywhere.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
No.
Or did it? No, I'm just kidding. She's cool. I'm not going.
Yeah, Jess is cool.
I'm not even gonna play around with it.
Yeah, she's gonna be there this weekend.
Heard a lot of horror stories. It's a high risk investment. Anytime I could get wrecked by a bad renter, it's all about your due diligence. If you don't know what you're doing, expose yourself to biggie times. Okay.
Oh yeah, I love Nick. Nick is a cool dude to talk to. Nick, Zach, all really good people. Really, really kind souls. Like they're just the type of people that Shiv, you're still going after that girl in Texas this weekend? Wait, which one? Wait, what girl?
What girl? Joking.
Yeah, I don't. Hey, yo, Andy's trying to gaslight me. I don't know what are you talking about, man.
All right, Shiv. Let's close it out. Let's close it out, buddy, oh boy, my podcast partner.
Before we close it out,
we're
let's
gonna
go ahead and talk about our,
guys.
Before we close it out, let's talk about our sponsors for this evening. We got TCG Stadium. TCG Stadium is your go-to source to buy Pokemon product and Yu-Gi-Oh product. Go on TCGstadium.com and buy some stuff. Then we have the Pokemon Network. Ken Lee.
Ooh.
He's your one. When we talk about one-stop shop, he's your one-stop shop. Like, you can literally buy the most affordable Pokemon cards down to the even more expensive of cards. Like, that's how crazy it is. And honestly, he has pretty good prices across the board. Like, I know he's always constantly selling. I know he just put up a few posts today on Instagram of cards that he's trying to sell. Definitely go check it out.
Yeah.
Shoot him a message. But then we have Double Infinity
Gaming.
Gaming.
And you have Premier.
Oh, how much are you paying me, Yizzy?
Paying you? Is this your podcast?
It's our podcast.
Or is this our podcast? Oh,
exactly.
Okay.
So
I gotta pay for my own endorsements. Jeez, Chef. Wow.
Yeah, we don't do hugs in here, guys. We only do smooches on the lips with your eyes open with passion.
Free advertisement on Poke Tea Time. Let's go.
Dude, next time we do this, we gotta axe Yizzy. We just completely gotta axe out Yizzy next time around. But
every day,
Basic Trader, we appreciate you for shouting us out and inviting a lot of people to watch us. I think that's pretty awesome. Everyone else, I appreciate every single one of you guys as well. For just simply watching us and watching our crazy antics. We're not the most knowledgeable people out there, but we like giving our input, and some of you guys like listening to our input. Some of you guys don't like listening to our input. Some of you guys are just here just to watch us. But
I have not knowledgeable, but we definitely look into the market and do give our
we try to give our own hot take, like I always say. But I hope you guys do enjoy the banter. I know that we get a lot of comments on the actual comment section about our banter. Like, even though like there's a lot of people who disagree with what I say or what Yizzy might say, I think it's a given that people just do like our banter. If you guys are wanting to like have us discuss certain things when it comes to banter, let us know, because I don't want it getting one note at all. So like if there's ever something that you guys want us to talk about, just shoot us a DM, or we might put up like a poll or something on our IG story, so that way we can cover it. Next
boxing
week.
match. They want the boxing match, Shiv. We can raise awareness.
No one cares about Premiere. No one cares about boxing matches. Do not buy anything from Premiere.
MMA match.
Actually, no. Yizzy, you cannot shout out your own business until you watch Step Brothers.
Okay.
You have to watch it. That's the rule.
No, if y'all would like a boxing, I bet that would go so hard right now. All your haters would want to watch it. You know how many people would actually sign up for it. I think you have more haters than you have fans. Think of how much money we could raise,
But your haters
and then
are
we
your
can
fans.
convert those haters into your fans.
But no, you don't have to convert them. Haters are automatically your biggest fans.
Okay.
Like, think about it.
Exactly.
They watch your stuff all the time.
That's true. I think Jake Paul talked about it when I saw him when he was boxing Tyron Woodley. He's like, I love my haters because they're super fans because they watch you every step, everything you do.
He even said it on the podcast.
Yeah, they watch it.
Dude,
they watch.
I had a
They
bottle
watch
of
more.
I had a bottle of Prime and I lost it. I don't know where it went.
They watch it more than your actual fans. So who would pay like $15 or like $10 or even $20? I think around the $10 range, like a donation of $10 to watch Shiv in a boxing match.
Dude, I had a bottle of Prime and I was gonna show it on this podcast, but I think
How much
I lost it.
do you weigh, Shiv? Shiv, how much do you weigh?
163.
Oh, we're the same weight. Wait,
Yeah.
you gained weight. 163. I used to be
Sure.
heavier than you. You were like 155. Dang.
Put it on
Shoot,
muscle,
I'm
man.
kind of scared now.
Yes,
Yeah,
they are. They're selling it in Kroger. They're selling Prime in Kroger. But I lost mine. I don't know how I lost it. I put it in my trunk, but I don't think it's there anymore. I don't know where it went.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's end it. I'm ready. I'm about to go game with your friend.
Look at Yizzy trying to flex right now. He has 0 muscles. Oh shit!
Oh,
you can
yeah, I got
sell
no
them that
muscle.
for $70 for that bottle of Prime. Really? Is that what they're going for? Like Prime is reselling for $70? That's kind of crazy. I was gonna use it for a TikTok.
You're gonna get so
be really good.
mass-produced, it's not even worth it.
Yeah, you have to check your Kroger's. I'm gonna go to my Kroger tomorrow and get a bottle of Prime. Cause I don't know where it is. I have to check my Subaru. But yeah, I fly out Friday morning to go to Dallas. And
Why
yeah.
are you still talking, Shiv? We're ending the Poke Tea time
Why are
right
you
now.
still eating?
I'm about to leave you, bro.
You do all the time.
I got plans, bro.
You have no plans.
You think
dude, trust
I
me.
just do Poke Tea time? You think that encompasses my life?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. We're running out an hour and 30 minutes, dude. This is the last an hour.
Good.
I'm gonna charge you. I'm back charge you.
How are you gonna backcharge me? You actually owe money because Prestige is quote unquote sponsoring this. You have to pay me now. You know that, right?
Sponsoring or promoting Prestige is like promoting Yizzy Pokemon YouTube channel. It's the same thing.
Heck no, that's a business that I have
So is
zero involvement with.
You have zero involvement with Yizzy Pokemon.
Yeah, you're right here. I'm involved. Like, what are you talking about? You're right here. You're Yizzy Pokemon. And you're literally eating nothing. You put napkins in your thing after cleaning your grubby hands, and then you're literally eating air.
Yeah, I need to throw this away. Oh shoot!
No, yeah, I've gotten pretty cut. I'm leaning up, getting yoked.
Yeah, he's getting ready for that boxing match.
Nah, dude, I'm getting ready to look good in Orlando though.
Look how big this is.
That thing is massive. That's what she said.
Duh, it's so sick too. Look at that. It's as big as my torso, man. Look at that. Oh. This thing's huge.
I need to get one of
That's
those
what she said.
actually.
They're so hard to find. They came out early. They're supposed to be released in February 11th, but Target released them early. Go check your Targets at the pop section
I know
right
what
now.
I'm getting. I know what's the next thing I'm buying. There's 3 things that are not. No, there's 2 things that I want that are not card related that I want to buy. One of them is the white Daniel Arsham Charizard sculpture that he made. I want to buy those because that's numbered, and I think it just looks so badass. I could buy the pink.
Are they still available?
Not online. I mean, not from Daniel Arsham or the Pokemon Center, but it definitely sells in the secondary market. I know. Swoldemort bought the pink, which is like, it's really cool. It's pricey, but the white is more expensive than the pink, and the white is what I want. Like I would like to make a display of that. That would be really cool, to have. That's like something that I think is really cool. Fun fact. So obviously a lot of us know Daniel Arsham. We do. He does all these like Pokemon, sculptures. He actually is the guy that designed the cover art for Gunna's DS4. So anytime you're pushing P, you're supporting Daniel Arsham. P. Dude, did you pre-order Legend Arceus?
No.
You haven't? Dang, that kind of sucks. I got it.
I'll get it when I just go. My GameStop always has always has like the new like game and stuff.
Yeah,
So I'll just walk in
I
there and buy it.
pre-ordered mine.
I'm going to stream though. Kang, we're gonna hop on a call right after this. Kang.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
Shiv would hurry and end the podcast so we can hop on a call and then I can play with my friend. Your friend, Shiv. We're playing Pokemon Unite with your friend. I'm playing Pokemon with your friend in a Pokemon community.
I don't know why are you speaking in code?
That's not code. That's up. I'm being up.
Anyways, guys, we are gonna go ahead and end this podcast. If you guys want us to talk about anything else, I know you guys do like the banter. We'll have more of it next week. There'll be some story. Hopefully, there's some interesting stories that I can tell you guys next Tuesday. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of the week. Stay safe and make sure you kiss all your homies goodnight. Make sure you show them that appreciation by kissing them on the lips with passion, with your eyes open. On that note, let's go ahead and do our sign off, Yizzy. You gotta say it. You gotta say it.
Sips up. Sips up. Super deuces. And we out, son.
We're out.
I appreciate all y'all.
See you guys in the next one.
Listen
Bye.
to our crazy. Come on, Chef. Right?
Every time. Every time. This dude. Every time. I don't know why he does this. All right, guys. Appreciate you.